Hey guys, welcome to the final tutorial of ethical hacking and penetration testing via Kali Linux, and this is the final tutorial for password cracking. So in all of my tutorials till now, I have taught you how we could go ahead and crack different types of passwords or generate word list through various ways. So in this series of password cracking, my previous tutorials, I began by showing off some basic password cracking principles. I developed an efficient password cracking strategy, demonstrated how to use Hashcat, which is one of the most powerful password cracking programs. And then I showed how to create a custom word list using Crunch. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a custom word list based upon the industry or business of targets using CeWL, or cool as I say, or the specific word would be CeWL, C in caps, WL in caps. That's what it is spelled actually. So most password cracking programs are only as good as the word list that you provide them. Brute force password cracking is very tedious and time consuming, but if you can find an appropriate and well designed word list that is specific to the user whose password you're trying to crack, you can save yourself hours, maybe days, or even months and years of password cracking. And trust me, when you're trying to crack some extremely difficult password, it can also take you months. But normally people don't go to that extent unless you actually have a supercomputer and you are trying to crack some password, or you're trying to launch some kind of nuclear attack to other country. So just joking. So Crunch is great at creating word list based upon a set of rules such as a number of characters, the character set, etc. But it doesn't enable us to choose a word list that is particular to a business or industry or interest. We are humans and we are not always very creative, and we often fall victim to the familiar, especially when generating passwords. If we understand that, it can be helpful to finding potential passwords and generating a relevant password list. For instance, let's say employees at a construction company are most likely to use words for the passwords that are used in their industry, such as lumber, girder, build, soffit, eve, etc. People in drug industry are more likely to have passwords such as prescription, drug @123, hash, pound, narcotics, barbiturate, etc. So you have the idea as to what I'm talking about over here now. So it's simply actually human nature or social engineering that words we use in our everyday experience will first pop into our heads when we are considering passwords. That's why many people use their pet's name, spouse's name, children's name, birth dates, anniversaries, street addresses, etc. And these are not very creative, and used words and numbers that first come into our mind are the one that we use normally. So leave these things apart. If you are a system administrator or working under security, many people even keep the password as admin @123, admin +123, admin pound123, or root @123, root pound123, or something like that, which is actually very stupid. So let's get started as to how we could actually go ahead and use CeWL. So we can use this lack of creativity to develop a specific word list for a specific company or industry. That's what cool or CeWL can do for us. I don't know how it is spelled, how it is pronounced. It's written as CeWL. So if you could see this, you'll know what exactly I'm talking about. It's cool or CeWL or whatever it is. I'll call it cool. So CeWL is designed to grab words from the company's website to create a specific word list to the company in order to crack passwords of the users at the business. So let's get started with cool. So I'll just go ahead and close this. So just fire up your Kali. I'll just and just type CeWL and type --help. It will show you all the metadata and what it could go ahead and use to go ahead and crack the passwords. So note that the depth, that is the -d over here. -d is the minimum word length, -m is the switches, -d switch determines how deep, that is the default is 2, into the website the cool will crawl, grabbing words, and -m switch determines the minimum length of words it will grab. Since most firms have a minimum password length, there's no need to grab short words. In this case, I will be setting the minimum to 7 letters. So let's see how we could go ahead and build a custom list with cool. To build a custom word list, we set the CeWL to scraping words from the websites. So let's say I'll go ahead and use the Microsoft website. So it would be www.microsoft.com. So I'll go ahead and type Kali. It's CeWL CeWL space -w space custom underscore word list period txt space -d space 5 space m, because it will be between 5 to 7, and space 7 www.microsoft.com. Okay, perfect, and I'll hit enter. So let's break this down. The -w is the custom word list period txt file. The -w means it will go ahead and write to the file named as custom word list. -d would be the depth that CeWL will crawl to the website. That means inside the website. The 7 means the minimum word length. In this case, it will grab a word of 7 characters in minimum. And www.microsoft.com is the website. This command will then crawl the Microsoft website to a depth of 5 pages, grabbing words at least 7 characters long. After several hours of cracking, or few minutes, as you can see over here, through the website, CeWL can place all the words it found inside the file that is custom word list txt. We can then open it with any text editor. In our case, we will be using the notepad over here. So you can just go ahead and type over here as leafpad space, you can type custom word list, and okay, nothing has opened. I believe I believe I don't have connectivity to the internet. Let's check. Okay, I have connectivity, so let's go ahead and use some other website. Let's go ahead and check www. Let's say, for example, let me remember, I'll use a random sans.org. Let's see what we get, or if we get something. Microsoft may be too secure that it does not allow crawlers to crawl inside that. Let's see what we get when we try sans.org. I just hope that this will not duplicate anything. Just combine this word with, so what we need to do finally, once it's done, is that we will combine this word list with another word list, or one generated by Crunch. So place these words first, as they are specific or to this user or company, and are more likely to be correct. Of course, we can use CeWL to create custom word lists for password cracking targets other than the employees at a particular company. For example, if we know the individual who is our target is a football or a soccer fan, we use a CeWL to crawl a soccer site to grab soccer related words. That is, we can use CeWL to create specific password list based upon just about any subject area by simply crawling a website to grab potential keywords. So let me check if it's completed. If it's not, then I would have to likely end this tutorial. Okay, it's still searching. So once it has searched everything, it will go ahead and write that down to our custom word list. But that is it for this tutorial, and yes, that concludes the whole chapter of password cracking. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we'll be looking at something different, and yeah.